Hey everybody, welcome into my channel. Thank you so much for tuning into this video today. I really hope you guys can see me since I'm sitting under a tree, just enjoying some nature. So yes, today's video I am going to be discussing why it is that people talk about people behind people's back. Like, why do people gossip? What is the reasoning for people gossiping? Placing judgment on you. Wondering, those people where every time somebody doing something, they're the first to want to know. They want to collect all the information about everybody else, right? And there is a really important lesson when it comes to people gossiping. And I'm going to express this inside this video because through my experience that I have had with gossiping since I can remember, right? Since I was like, I want to say 5 years old, my mother has been gossiping about me, placing judgment on me, and just basically always making up lies about me all the way up until high school, all the way up until I was like, I gotta get out of here. And I even ran away from home once. It's a level of toxicity that comes with people who gossip, lie on people, make up names, all these different things, right? And even though I've come far on my healing journey, I will say that I'm not completely healed and I'm not perfect. But I do know that I have learned a lot through the experiences that I have had in life, and I'm here to shine that light on you. So here's the thing. Here's what I learned. When it comes to people who gossip behind other people's back, there's a deep pain. There's a deep issue that these people could be going through themselves, right? Because no one is perfect. So everybody experiences their own level of pain. Everybody makes bad decisions. Everybody has something that somebody can scrutinize against. But the reason why people talk behind other people's back is because it is a good deflect. It is a good way to just distract themselves from dealing with their own issues. So if somebody's talking behind your back and it's always the same person, they keep talking behind your back, A, they could be jealous because that's just a fact. B, another thing is they have their own issues that may swallow them inside, that give them a lot of guilt, that give them a lot of grief and give them a lot of pain. And instead of dealing with their own issues, they're addicted to bringing everybody else's issues up to the forefront, right? Especially when we're talking about people, individuals that have narcissistic characteristics or that have actually been, classified as a narcissist. Individuals who act very narcissistic also have the tendency to throw other people behind the bus, so that way they can take themselves out of the spotlight. It can be something petty, it can be something simple, regardless of what the topic is and regardless of the depth of their wound and the depth of what it is that they like to gossip about. Whether it's people's looks that they're always talking about, whether it's people's level of success because they're ashamed or they have an insecurity with their own level of success, whatever it is, right? And all that I just said, I'm not relating that to my personal story. I'm just bringing up examples for what anyone could be experiencing. And when it comes to all of that, regardless of that, at the end of the day, it's just the fact that they are hurt. They are hurting inside. And it's not your responsibility to make them hurt less. You aren't their doormat. So the best thing that you can do when it comes to dealing with people who gossip a lot and dealing with people who talk behind your back negatively, they never have anything good to say about you, or they say things good in front of your face, but behind your back, they don't say anything good, is to give yourself peace. Because that is not a peaceful environment. That is not a peaceful person. That is a person that always brings problems. And more problems equals more chaos. More problems is not peace. So you want to have people in your circle that are uplifting you. You want to have people in your circle that can be true to you, that can talk about you, and maybe tell you, where you may be at fault, but still honor and respect you. And so if you want peace in your life, you have to literally detach yourselves from these people. You have to cut these people off of your life. And I know some people may be inside of the situations where they cannot just cut people off inside of their life. Like, you can't just leave a certain home, or maybe you know, you may be younger or whatever it is, and you're still stuck with a narcissistic parent, or you're stuck with at a job with people who are, you know, very toxic and don't mind their own business and talk about you. When it comes to this, just having that knowing and that knowledge and that level of awareness of where it's stemming from, that it's not you, it's them, that you have every right to be annoyed, you have every right to feel disrespected, and you also have every right to laugh at them, laugh at the situation, because it's a funny thing for somebody to talk about everybody else's issues and problems and gossip about people when themselves are not perfect. It's a really funny thing to encounter. So when this happens, just laugh about it. Look at them as something humorous, something funny, something that is just doesn't make any sense, no logic whatsoever. And I guarantee you that will bring more peace into your life. That's also gonna stop you from being bitter, having resentment towards that person, and stop you from looking at that situation as a situation that's going to make you a person that is just overall just bitter, right? It's going to help you in the way where, oh, hold on, you guys, the wind is going. And I just want you guys to be able to hear me. But yeah, when you laugh at somebody like this, or you look at the situation as something funny, it's going to make sure that you keep the peace, you keep the sanity inside of your life, and you stay centered. You stay happy. You stay in a place of positivity. You stay in a place of high frequency. So that way you are not lowering your frequency to the frequency of other people who are trying to pull you down. Because when people gossip like that and they fuel off of stuff like that, if it's something they've been doing for a long time, or if it's just part of their personality, right, then that's literally their defense mechanism. That's literally what they use to go throughout life, is to put other people down. And just making sure that that doesn't affect you means that you need to connect with fire element, for one, by being able to transmute energy and rebirth, right, renewal, energy into something else. So you're taking a negative situation and transmuting it into a positive situation by laughing at it, by smiling at it, by having more knowledge and wisdom with it. And you're also going to the point where you are actually going to start just appreciating yourself more and understanding how you don't need to get offended by other people's actions. You can react differently to them based off of how you are perceiving what is happening before you. So that's basically it, you guys. This is a short video because it's an issue that I've dealt with on a personal level. Like I said, I'm still healing from it. One of these days I will go live. I don't know when, and I will share a story with you guys on YouTube, just on a public platform, because I feel like it can help a lot of people, like a lot of people who may have experienced what I experienced. I don't know when it's going to be, but it is going to happen. And it's also just going to make it so that, you know, you guys can understand a little bit about me and what shaped me into the person that I am today, and why it is that I feel so devoted to do what it is that I do on YouTube, to do what it is that I do in my personal life, and also to do what it is that, you know, I'm doing in this life purpose of mine, to help others step into their power, to heal, and to just spread love and give love to myself and then spread it out, right? And that's what we're really all here to do, is to heal, to give love to ourselves, to spread the love out, and of course to remember that at the end of the day, we are a beautiful little flower, just like this buttercup. Just like this buttercup. And it's up to you to make sure that this buttercup is your center, right? And that you remember what your center is, and you can always bring yourself back to this state of being. Because there's always going to be outside interference. There's always going to be, life's always going to be testing you, testing your ability to, you know, your ability to have tolerance. And whatever it is that you need to do to get back to this is your lessons, and is always the priority. Okay, so yes, thank you guys so much for tuning in to this video. I really hope that it could help you, help somebody out there. As always, you guys subscribe to my channel if you want to help to support me. And also like this video if you're liking watching it right now. If you guys are interested in any of my handmade jewelry and pendants like this one that I made, I have that on my website inside of the link inside of the description box below, where you can also get a personal intuitive reading with me, or you can get a therapy session with me, which is going to be EFT therapy, right? And yes, of course, you guys, all my information is inside the link inside the description box below, and I'll see you guys inside of the next video. Until then, bye bye.